Okay, welcome back everyone for a Minisode of the Anime Cousins podcast. Woot woot.
Let's go.
How are you today, Jason?
I'm kind of excited to talk about this. So, I'm in a good mood. How are you feeling?
I am equally as excited to talk about One Piece. Yeah, so our Minisode today, we're gonna talk about Jason and I's One Piece journey so far.
Mm.
Um, I am a little further along than Jason
Yes,
now.
she is. Yeah. I'm only on
Maybe
Thriller Bark, so yeah, you're pretty far
I've
past me.
actually
Yeah.
um over 100 episodes past Jason now,
Yeah.
I think. But yeah, so we're gonna just kind of talk about One Piece up to Thriller Bark, pretty much, or like talk about. I don't know what the last part you saw of Thriller Bark was, but we'll get to that later.
hmm
Um, but first off, how are you enjoying your One Piece journey?
I mean, I always liked One Piece. I used to watch it like a little bit when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it first started airing. So I've always enjoyed it. But I never really got past the 200 mark until now because you were on it. So I'm like, well, I can't just let her outdo me, even though you're outdoing me right now. But we're not gonna talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving every bit of it. There's certain things that I really, feel a little slow paced, but I mean, like everything kind of makes sense. Everything that he does kind of links up. So you gotta
Yeah,
watch every episode.
yeah, for sure. And that was one thing with me in One Piece that like I struggled with
Mhm.
because it like I feel like the first 200 episodes are like so difficult to get through because of the pacing.
Yeah.
But everyone's telling me, everything ties back together, so I'm like trying really hard to watch every single episode.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the beginning couple arcs are just I mean, I feel like after we get up to meeting Sanji,
mm,
was he the yeah, he was the fifth person.
yeah.
Um and those arcs up until Water 7 are just like, like they're just kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
but anyway, so before we get into the different arcs and everything, I wanted to
Well,
ask you who your favorite Straw Hats are so far.
Um, out of the whole crew, are we including Captain or everybody? Everybody? Like,
I
so
feel
where are we
like
going to? All of it, right?
everyone that you've met along your journey so far, not people
So
that you know
from
about.
Brooke back, right? Everybody.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Gotta go Luffy. Gotta love. Everybody loves Luffy. He's just a free spirited kind of person. Enjoy
Yeah.
his energy. He only gets serious when it needs to be serious.
Yeah.
So I enjoy him.
Mhm.
Then I'm gonna go Chopper. I love Chopper. I think he's so funny. He's so cute, and
Yeah.
he's like down for his friends. Like so, yeah, he's
Chopper
a good
is
person.
very adorable. I won't lie to you.
And then I think I'm gonna have to go Robin. Because she's just calm, collective. She gets stuff done. Like,
Yeah.
I enjoy that. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But before
Mm,
I get to my favorites,
please.
who's your least favorite?
Uh, it's uh, it's still Usopp. It's probably one of my least favorites.
Mhm.
I know like I've already been spoiled that he becomes like kind of beastly, but like for
Mhm.
now where I am, he's still kind of cowardly unless he's Sniper King. So, and those are
And
two
he
very different people in my mind.
honestly, to me, that's not Usopp like at
No,
all.
so, so definitely Usopp. I had to put three down there. Ooh.
You don't have to do three least favorites
Oh,
for me.
okay. All right,
I
yeah,
just
then
wanted to
it's
know who your
definitely Usopp.
favorites were
Yeah,
and who your least favorite was.
yeah, my least favorite is Usopp. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely we've had this
We
conversation.
have.
I have just never liked Usopp
Mm-hmm.
like ever.
Yeah.
And I have also heard that he does like change quite a bit, after the
Mm-hmm.
time skip or whatever. But time has not skipped yet. So
Right, exactly. We haven't gotten to that. So right now he's still.
and the thing is because I've been pretty active on TikTok lately,
Yeah.
and I made a post talking about how I don't like Usopp, and everyone's like coming for me and everything, and I'm just like, I
Mm.
don't see what you're seeing. Like I just don't. Like
Right.
he's so annoying.
He's
He's so
extremely
annoying.
annoying, super cowardly. I mean, I get the fact your life's in danger and you're gonna be cowardly. Like, some people are
Yeah.
just scared. That's fine.
Yeah.
Like, you can be, your whole position is, I'm supposed to be a sniper, so be in the back.
I feel like the whole cowardly thing and like, oh, your life is in danger. It's okay to be scared. Works for Chopper.
It
I
does.
don't feel like that works for Usopp. I just feel like it doesn't.
Yeah.
I just feel like Usopp is just.
It's because
but I
could
get.
it be that Chopper is cute and little and you want to protect him, and Usopp is a grown man and you really don't care?
Kind of. I mean, because I made a post a long time ago talking about how, man, Chopper is just a little bitch. Like, honestly, he is. But
He is,
people were
yes.
coming for me and saying like, oh, well, Chopper's technically a child still, and I'm like,
He is.
okay, when you
Right.
put it that way, I take it back a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit. But yeah, as you said, Usopp. I mean, they're not grown at this point. They're still teenagers
They're
and
like
stuff.
16 or whatever, but they're by themselves. They're living alone. They know how to survive. They're basically adults.
He could be more. I mean, I get that he doesn't have a devil fruit ability like most
True.
of them do.
Most
But
of
Nami
them.
doesn't.
Most of them don't have them. What you talking about? There's only like 3 that do. No, I guess 4 now. Yeah, Brooke has it. You're right. So it's
Wait.
Luffy, Chopper, Brooke. Wait, does Brooke have it?
Yeah, and
No,
Robin.
And Robin. And then Nami, Usopp, Sanji, Zoro do not.
Right. I don't know why I think about Zoro and Sanji having devil fruit powers.
No,
They're just
got
badasses.
it like that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but still, like, I think about someone who doesn't got it like that,
Right,
and doesn't
yeah.
have a devil fruit power.
True.
Nami.
Nami, yes,
it's
you're
not,
right. And she's not as cowardly. No, she's not. She knows her position and how to, like, get away from certain stuff when she needs to, but she's not cowardly. You're right.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway.
Wait, you didn't give me your top 3, so let's hear your top 3. Yeah.
So, I don't know if you peeped the drip. Hold on.
Of course.
Hold on.
Oh, the back. You guys had to stand up. The mic's blocking it. Yeah, all right. Yep. Better? I can see it now. I can see his logo. Yeah. Of course. Zoro.
So, I do love Zoro, but
he's badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. But honestly, I've always had a lot of respect for Zoro, just because, like, of how down he is for Luffy.
He really
like is. I have always respected him for that. Like, he might be like all standoffish and he might be act like he's all cool and whatnot, but he's gonna fight for Luffy, and I've always respected him for that. So, you know that I'm extremely corny and I like dad jokes.
Of course, yeah.
So I really like Brooke.
Okay.
For that purpose.
All
I
right.
like Brooke for that purpose.
He does have the jokes.
Yeah. And then Luffy, I've talked about this before, that I don't like the shonen MCs like ever, usually.
Yeah.
But I love Luffy. Like,
Luffy's
he
great.
is
He's
just
amazing.
He, like you said, like, he's just so, like, carefree and everything, but when it's serious time,
yeah.
you know, he's just so down for his crew, and I love that about him. Like, he cares so much, and he'll do literally whatever he has to, risk his life to save his crewmates, and I just think that's so admirable, honestly.
It is.
So
it's a trait you want in a captain. It really is.
Right, and that's why, like, they follow him, like, even though he's, a hot
Goofy
ass
90% of the time, always lost, always hungry. Well, he's not always lost, that's Zoro. But easily distracted is what I should say. He's never lost.
Yeah. But one thing I have realized as I continue my One Piece journey, my favorites keep, like, rotating. Because, like, I used to love Chopper. And I still like Chopper. Like, actually, I think I'm...
Uh-oh. You got a Chopper shirt underneath your Zoro hoodie. You do. I'm dead.
Can you... Wait, hold on. Hold on. See?
When you act like you team Zoro, but you really team Chopper, you just trying to fit in.
It's so funny because I only so far have Zoro and Chopper merch. Like, I actually think I have 3 different Zoro things now.
Jesus.
I have 2 t-shirts in this hoodie.
Oh my god. You're obsessed with Zoro. Come on, mix it up. We're the
I'm not. I'm not obsessed with Zoro. But it doesn't really help that not only is he like, a badass character, but I enjoy looking at him. You know what I mean? Like,
no, he's aesthetically pleasing. He is a very attractive
he's
character.
a good looking character.
He is.
Anyway, so I want to circle back. So we've met so many of the crewmates along the way, right? I'm actually gonna skip ahead on my list here for a second. Who do you think has the saddest backstory, and why is it Robin?
Why is it Robin? Oh my god! You didn't even give me a chance.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Else. You said,
I'm sorry.
Why is it Robin? Everyone knows it's Robin.
No, let me ask again seriously though. Like, who do you genuinely think has the saddest backstory?
Actually, it is Robin, but I think a close second is Nami.
Yeah.
She literally decided to join the pirates that killed her mom to try to get money to free her island.
Yeah. No, Nami's backstory was definitely sadder than I remembered, for sure. But Robin's the Buster call. Let's just start with that, because
she should be dead. She should be dead. If I'm being real, she should be dead.
And wasn't it? I always fuck up how you say his name. Aokiji?
I think so. Yeah.
That admiral. Didn't he saved her life? Didn't he?
He did. Yeah.
Kind of with the help of, what was that giant's name? Ooh, the one with the laugh.
I can't even remember. Oh my god.
She. No.
Yeah.
Is that his laugh? Yeah.
He has a very yes. You got the laugh, but the name is eluding me. Everyone's got a very distinct laugh, but the name is not clicking. I feel so bad because he was there saving her.
Yeah.
That boy was booking it off the island. He knew what was going on.
Yeah. But Robin, she lost her home, and I can't remember what happened to her mom. Her mom just left her, didn't she? Like,
yeah, pretty much. I mean, she's a scientist. I mean, you know the scientist.
I mean, I get it. But yeah, that was that was really sad.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, it like I said, how I feel about the characters changes every so often. I remember thinking, I was like, man, Chopper's backstory was a little sad too. Like him
being hunted basically for a long time, and then coming up to like a doctor who took care of him and wasn't afraid of him, and then that doctor dies.
Yeah. Dies.
Yeah, that boy died, and he was
dies. Yeah, no, I felt like really bad for Chopper Chopper.
I mean, you could say the same thing about majority of them, like even Sanji, like being stuck on a rock with a pirate that was trying to kill you, and he literally gives you all the food and eats his leg.
His own leg.
Just to protect you, and then dies later.
That was insane. Listen. No, they all have like wild. Yeah, they all have really, really sad.
They do. Everybody does. I think that's what makes it. Like, you feel for the character.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it's just... And they all have a reason for trying to be the best, whatever, they're trying to
live up to their dream, yeah. There's a reason behind it.
So it's really just... Anyway.
Yes, Robin is the worst. Robin's 100%. Yeah.
Hands down. So... all right, let me circle back a little bit. Kind of going through the arcs and everything. I feel like the first arc that started to be really interesting to me was because I thought it's called Alabasta, but it's called Arabasta.
Is it? I've been calling it Alabasta forever.
So apparently on the map, it's Alabasta, but the city or like that town is called like Arabia or something like that. So I'm not really sure where.
I'm gonna call it Alabasta.
I mean, it's so funny because I was doing a little bit of research, and I typed Alabasta Arc and Arabasta popped up, and I'm like, that's not right. But it says yeah. So so I tried to figure out again like why, but I think it's just I think both works. So
Either
like, it
way,
doesn't really
one's
matter.
the city, one's the whole area. All right, we
Yeah.
get it. You know what you're talking
Sure.
about. Either way.
But yeah, I feel like that arc started to be the most interesting to me. Like, I feel like that's when I started to be like, okay, this is starting to be kind of interesting or whatever. This
Yeah.
was when was this? This was
When did it come
starting
out?
around episode 92. So yeah, so the late 90s, early 100s episodes wise, the thing is with, because I was trying to go back through and kind of remember what all went down in this arc, and still the most memorable thing to me is Luffy fighting Crocodile.
Oh, most definitely. That was disgusting. Watching Luffy lose the first time was devastating.
Because I was like, I don't think this is how the show's supposed to go. He's supposed to win.
Right. The boy got demolished.
Yeah,
there was nothing he could do.
Yeah, he was disrespected. I won't lie. I won't lie.
Left him in the desert to die.
Crocodile is that dude though. I won't lie. Like he's actually like a solid villain. Like
he is. He's still one of my favorites out of all the ones that I've seen so far. Crocodile's still my favorite.
Yeah, which is valid.
Right.
But the other thing that kind of stood out about this arc is the Baroque Works people, Mr. 1, 2, 3, all of them. So I will. Who do I even want to? Okay. Okay. Zoro fighting Mr. 1 and him eventually, because I think that's kind of around the time where Zoro starts to learn how to cut through steel, right?
Yeah.
It was after like fighting Mr. 1 and realizing like, that kind of thing. Mr. 2 with him like taking their faces and everything.
That was weird.
He's such a weird character. He's such a weird character.
He is.
He is so weird. And then who was the other one? I don't think, is this when we meet Mr. 3 too?
I don't
think so.
No.
I don't think it's this point. Anyway, so those are like, big fight scenes, but obviously in Alabasta you have everything going on with that princess, Vivi.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to get her land back or whatever. Yeah.
Right. So that, that subplot, I guess, was interesting. But Alabasta still, like, comparatively to like the next coming arcs, it's still like meh. Like it's still like,
really. I thought having like almost like a revolutionary war was actually pretty in depth.
Now,
and I thought it was a very interesting concept. Like, not a lot of animes do that, where it's like it's actually a war going on, and you get to see it progress and how it got, like the people behind it maneuvering and everything. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I still think it's one of the better ones that I've seen so far.
I mean, I can confidently tell you that I'd rather watch Alabasta over Skypiea.
I keep hearing Skypiea is good from so many people, and I do not get it. I do not.
Those people are lying. Those people are lying. You know what? Let's just jump into Skypiea. So,
okay.
What is interesting to me about Skypiea? Because I went back, kind of going through like the blurb of Skypiea. There are so many things that happen in Skypiea, but for some reason, it's so boring.
Oh no, it's so boring.
I can't. Like, I was looking through all of the things that happened. Obviously, them traveling up to
that
the
was cool
island.
As hell. Yeah.
I feel like that was more interesting than them actually being on the island.
I love that. That was cool as fuck. Just the travel to get there was amazing.
Yeah, and then like, so yeah, actually them, huh?
I said once they got there, it got boring as hell. Like the second they landed, it became real boring.
And I'm like, let me see, because
literally until that ghost was fixing Mary, that's when it got exciting again. I was like, oh, what's happening there?
And you know what? Like seeing that, didn't even really register for me until later, obviously.
All right.
Well, I mean, because I'll be honest, when I was watching Skypiea, I was kind of like, looking at my phone a lot. I
Okay,
won't lie.
I got you. Yeah,
Skypiea wasn't.
it was boring.
It just
It really
wasn't.
was.
It wasn't hitting.
Yeah.
It really
I
was.
felt like just a lot of information needed to be filled in, and Skypiea was the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's totally valid.
No, that's fine.
But I mean, so like they had to do all of those trials and tribulations and all that.
Mhm.
Like I don't know why that wasn't more exciting, but it just wasn't.
No.
It really just wasn't. Excuse me. It wasn't that exciting to me. And then what was the other thing that happened? Even the fight with what's his name? Enel?
Oh yeah, the electric dude. Yeah, who was basically God, which was confusing.
Even that, I was like, like it just.
I thought it was good, but I felt like that was one of the best things in the whole thing. Like if you took the whole thing, there's only like 3 good things about the whole thing, and that does not make a good arc.
And the arc is so long.
Yeah, it's so long,
It's
which is
so
weird because I
long
should have loved it more because it was very similar to how Alabasta worked. Like someone came, took over the area, people were fighting to get it back.
Yeah.
It was almost like a Native American, like kind of like homage or however they pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I love Native American history. I love that. It's cool as fuck. But it was boring. It was so boring, and they barely touched on it. You know.
And I don't know what it is.
No,
like I said, the pieces are there.
Right. It should work, but it just didn't.
It's it's very interesting. That's the arc that actually a lot of people skip.
No, I know they skip it because people tell them to skip it. There are certain people who swear by it, and there's others that like, no, just skip it. You don't need to see it at all.
Yeah, and it's funny. I remember making a TikTok about like, man, y'all should be so proud of me. I haven't skipped any arcs yet.
Let's go.
And in my mind, like that was me referencing the fact that so many people skip Skypiea.
Yeah.
And then, of course, somebody commented like, "Oh, that's the bare minimum, not skipping this." Talking some like, and I was like, y'all. I was like, oh, okay, so maybe this is a very niche part of the One Piece fandom that knows about skipping Skypiea. Like, because there were obviously people that commented that were like, "Oh, wow, you didn't skip Skypiea. That's great." And I'm like, yeah, like, no, I did it. But then, of course, there's the people that, just want to be assholes.
Yeah, that's the internet.
Yeah, true. But yeah, no, Skypiea, like whenever I might go back and watch One Piece through again, I might skip to Water 7. Like, I just might. I'm not gonna lie.
Understandable. Completely understandable. No, I get it.
Yeah. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah. So what's the arc after? So then this is
Water 7
we get
after
to
that.
Water 7. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, actually, before we get to Water 7, one thing about Skypiea, if I am remembering this correctly, that's when they get all the dials, right?
Yes.
So that is one thing that is pretty cool that they end up using throughout the series. Those dials, and Nami had her thing. Her what is it called?
I don't remember.
I don't remember the name of it. Oh my gosh.
Someone
I wanted to call it like a
wind. I cannot remember.
I can't remember.
My memory is shot. There's too much random anime in there. Just other animes. I'm sorry. I can barely remember character names. Get off my back.
I'm screaming. Yeah, so yeah, the dials, that is an important thing that we get from Skypiea as well. But yeah, so Water 7. Whew.
I love the beginning of Water 7. Crazy. Loved it. Out the gate it was heat. Falling from the sky.
They did fall from the sky. That's right.
Into a base, into a military base.
Yeah, that was a lot.
Fucking heat. That off rip, it came through. It was better than Skypiea. Off rip, the first couple episodes, I was like, damn. Wait from mid to like God tier in a second.
Water 7. Wait.
Huh? Oh, you didn't like all Water 7?
No. I'm trying to remember. Okay, because for me, Water 7 and Enies Lobby go so close together that I kind of forget where the distinction is between the two.
Yeah.
Because there's one of them that I love, and I think
that's Water 7.
It's Enies Lobby.
That's
I'm
Enies
not
Lobby?
sure.
All right.
But Okay, so I feel like Water 7 had just so many twists and turns happening.
It did.
Like I.
It was pure chaos. The whole thing.
Oh
The
my
whole thing
goodness.
was chaos.
Water 7 is where they. Okay, well, actually, I'm sorry. Let's take a pause for a second.
Okay. Sure.
The trip up to Skypiea.
Yeah.
Did so much damage to the Going Merry.
It did, yes.
Right? So you mentioned a little bit about the little spirit that came and fixed the Merry in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, the Merry was miraculously fixed. They were able to leave the Sky Island.
Mm-hmm.
But, they literally come crashing down.
Yeah. Again, damaging the boat. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now they need to find a shipwright, right?
Yeah.
So that's because Water 7 is a place, right?
It is a place. Yes.
Place.
Mm-hmm.
So Water 7 is where they find Frankie.
Right. Yes.
And Frankie
comes in. Frankie's a whole lot. That boy is a mess, and I love it.
Super.
All his stupid ass poses, his background crew that he had that also posed with him, like basically the Ginyu Force or the Power Rangers, whichever you prefer.
I'm screaming, the Ginyu Force. No, Frankie is a lot. He is,
a lot, yeah.
But he is like just a fun spirit, though.
He's a kind-hearted person, and every time that he hears a story of someone's troubles, he always feels like it's actually happening to him. Like he has immense
crying.
Sympathy. Yes, just like bawling his eyes out.
Huge tears.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, no, Frankie is great. But so while we're in Water 7, we kind of find out about the CP9, right?
Yeah.
And then they did he die? No, I think they stabbed him.
He didn't die.
What's his name? Who did they stab? What is his name? Oh my god, don't tell me. I'm gonna find out.
Shit, I can't even remember.
Iceberg.
There we go.
Because Iceberg was the one who his backstory went back with Frankie, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so
they were boys. Well, basically like brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't die. He was in the last scene before they leave.
Right. So the CP9 agents ended up stabbing Iceberg. The CP9 agents also like somehow got Robin, right? Like so like we were like, hey, what the fuck happened to Robin? They said some code word and she just froze up.
She was gone.
So, but honestly, I'm telling you, still one of the most shocking things to come out of like this part of One Piece for me so far is finding out who those CP9 agents were. I'm sorry, like I wasn't expecting it to actually be like Iceberg's people and like his like I was so baffled when that happened. Like I was just like, what do you mean? So y'all are just some traitors? Like I don't
right
that pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie. Like it actually made me angry. But sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just commenting on your rage at that moment. Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, so what else happened in Water 7?
The Mary goes down. Yeah.
So is this when Luffy and Usopp fight?
This is the Lucy. I put them together. Yeah, that's Lucy. Luffy Usopp fight.
Yeah. So.
I'm not gonna lie, Usopp was being a bitch. That's another reason why I fucking hate him. Just fucking apologize, you pussy.
I
get it.
Even like so. The thing is, I understand like the Mary was more than a ship.
Right.
The Mary was
his
more than a
girlfriend
ship.
gave it to him. They've been using it for the longest. You didn't want to give up the ship, but it couldn't be used. It couldn't be used. Once it's that broken, there's nothing you can do. People kept telling him, "There's nothing we can do."
I don't know why he was getting so upset. Like, you're just gonna throw the Mary away. Like, bro, we cannot use her anymore. What do you
Right.
want?
There's nothing we can do. We can have a memorial, but we can't take her anywhere.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I do think that was all nonsense. I was very irritated with all of that, to be honest. But, and I can't even say that I really get why it was upset, because I don't, because I mean, I understand it, but I don't get it. Like, I just
again, it's his girlfriend's ship. He literally left on that ship, left his home island on that ship. He wanted to use it the whole time, like forever.
Yeah.
But that's not how things work. Like, sometimes things get too broken and you just can't use them. And he just didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to accept it. And then he got his ass beat by Luffy. Luffy whooped the dog shit out of him.
Truly. Gum gum! Like,
right. He did not hold back to lay hands on that boy.
I won't lie though. Usopp was doing a little something in the beginning.
He was. I was impressed that he could even like do anything.
Yeah, I was like, so why don't we see this regularly? Like,
right. I guess he had a cause to fight for this time, so he acted different. I don't know. But...
Ooh. You got a point there.
Yeah.
You got a point there. So yeah, seeing that, I was just kind of like, wow, okay, Usopp maybe he got some hands, but I mean, he got a little something.
He got, yeah.
He's tactical though. I'll give him that, because like that's
tactical.
what I think is the difference between him and Luffy. Like, Luffy's just
right. I'm just gonna beat your ass.
But no, he had a very tactical approach to that, and he was doing a solid job. I will give Usopp that. But yeah, so Water 7 kind of ends with them, on the way going to Enies Lobby, right?
Right, yeah, they get on the Sunny.
Taking a sea train.
Yep.
They haven't... Oh, they did get the Sunny by that point.
They already had the Sunny by then. Yeah, when they left with Frankie, they had the Sunny. He already made the Sunny. He was bragging about how cool it was before they even left.
Okay, wait. we gotta backtrack.
All right.
Because we didn't talk about one of the funniest things.
Okay, which part are you talking about? What are the funniest things that happened?
The way that Frankie ended up joining the crew.
Oh, yeah, Robin passed that nigga in front of everybody. His dick out. Hidden poses, dick out is wild.
Robin is the GOAT. I'm sorry.
That was out of character for her. I'm being honest. That was not what I expected to see from Robin.
At all. I was just kind of like, that. Yeah. Cause she. Yeah, no, that was insane. No, that was crazy. And the fact that Luffy was like, wait, I still want him to be a man when he joins our crew.
Right, that was wild. She was gonna crush his shit.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. Whew, okay, no, I still funny. Love Robin for that, because that was wild. That was insane.
Yeah, but now she's touched him. She can never unfeel that.
That's true. That's very true.
I wonder if her hands act like, can she feel what her hands feel?
I was just about to ask that. Like,
because if not, then that's dope. But if so, that's not so cool.
I mean, I feel like she would have to some extent, to the way she's grabbing things. Like,
I guess.
Because she doesn't always see exactly where her hands are, right? I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. Because there's that scene in, well, we'll get to Enies Lobby later. But there's that scene where, like, she's not even looking and her hand goes behind her. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't, I'll have to look into that. I'm curious. So, I'm trying to remember then. So if they had the Sunny.
Yeah, they had the Sunny.
Then how did they get on the sea train? Who's on the sea train then? What? I'm trying to remember. If they had transportation, they come back to Water 7 to get the Sunny then.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So they leave to go to Enies Lobby and then come back to Water 7 to get the to get the Sunny and then leave. Okay.
And that makes sense because that's when Usopp rejoins.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. Because that's why I was like, they had the Sunny. Like, okay, is that okay? It's okay.
All right, we got it worked out.
So yes, so they did leave Water 7, but because of Aqua Laguna, the big storm or typhoon, tsunami, whatever it is, they weren't able to travel on the Sunny to get to Enies Lobby.
You know what bothered me about that? If they knew it was coming, because it comes like every certain amount of years, right? Wouldn't they just build shit higher? Or, like, be better prepared for it, because it looked like it still wiped out a bunch of crap. Like, it wiped out, like, everything at the bottom.
Yeah. No, you got a good point there. Because they were literally like, yeah, just board up the doors and we'll see what happens.
That's not gonna work, right?
Yeah,
it's a giant wave and it covered most of the city.
That's a good point, though. I don't know why.
They knew. Yeah, if you know it's coming, like, every 100 years or however often it came, I forget what they said.
Mm-hmm.
You should be prepared.
Yeah.
Build a bigger wall around your city to block the waves or something.
Yeah, I agree. There is a hole in that story there for sure. Let's see. They were separated though.
What,
because
the rich ones and the rich people and the poor people? Yeah,
oh no, sorry.
Yeah,
sorry.
Oh, the different spot. Okay, my bad.
I'm talking about the Straw Hat crew being separated.
Got you. All right.
Because remember, like Sanji wasn't with Luffy and Nami and Chopper. I don't think. The point is, the Straw Hats get on a sea train to get to Enies Lobby because they have to go save Robin.
Yep.
And I think the reason why I like Enies Lobby, you know, besides the fact that Luffy's just like, fuck the government.
Love that.
I feel like all of the Straw Hats kind of powered up during that arc. And
everyone got to power up, yeah.
I think I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
Because Enies Lobby is when we, you know, see Luffy in Gear 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we see Soja King or Sniper King or, you know,
whichever you want to call him, yeah.
And is that when we see the... Actually, no, I feel like Sanji did the Diable Jambe and Water 7.
I don't think he did. He didn't. I think he did it in Enies. Yeah.
No, he did it in Enies Lobby. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he did that. Zoro did his 9-sword style. Didn't we see really big Chopper in this arc too? Yeah, like everybody would just went crazy.
Accident, though. That was an accident. Chopper's was an accident. That should not have happened. He was not supposed to go that crazy.
True. He you can't control him in that state.
Yeah, he pushed his limits and he was attacking everybody.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I just feel like I feel like I saw a lot of we got to see a lot of emotion in that arc, especially kind of, you know, with them trying to save Robin and them really wanting her to be a part of the crew. The iconic "I want to live" line, you know.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, it hit home. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. I feel like up to Thriller Bark, I think Water 7 is my favorite arc.
You mean Enies Lobby? Or
yes.
Okay.
God damn it. I'm looking at my screen right now that says Water 7. So cut that out. Don't even put that in there.
No, I'll put it in.
No. So, up to Thriller Bark, I feel like Enies Lobby is my favorite arc.
Enies Lobby is the best one so far. And then I want to say it's Alabasta after that.
I think I can roll with you on that. I feel like I would put... You haven't finished Thriller Bark yet.
No, but I'm near the end. I'm very close to the end.
I feel like, well...
You want to talk about Thriller Bark a little bit?
Well, we can in a second. I feel like the reason why I like Thriller Bark... Well, no, I feel like... I mean, a lot did happen in Alabasta, so maybe I might be with you. I might say Enies Lobby, then Alabasta, then maybe Water 7.
Yeah,
maybe Water 7 and Thriller Bark are on the same level for me. I'm not sure.
I want to say it's close to that for me.
Because Thriller Bark, the zombies and shit was a lot. I'm not gonna lie.
It was, the whole shadow thing and having to fight a warlord is. Is that wait? That's not the first warlord that they fought, right? Because Zoro fought one, took an L, and then they fought another one, right? I swear they fought somebody else. Who the hell was it?
Because Zoro fought Mihawk. You're right.
Right. There was somebody else. I feel like there was another.
Yeah, didn't they? No, wait, that was a backstory. No, wait, didn't they meet Aokiji? No, maybe they didn't.
I think is that their first actual fight with? No, I'm not. I guess it's I mean, only Luffy really. Well, whatever.
Anyway,
this is the first defeat of a of a warlord.
Yeah.
And that man was just chilling.
He was chilling? What'd you say?
Oh my god, I'm gonna mess up his name, and I'm currently watching his arc. I want to call him Onion, but that's not what his name is. That's what Luffy called him. Because he's built kind of like an onion, like round, and then he's got like a little.
You talking about the warlord? What his name is?
Yeah.
Gecko Moria.
Moria. Yeah. Watching it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That name works so well with Thriller Bark too. How did I forget that?
Yeah. But before we get to Thriller Bark,
okay, yes, let's backpedal.
What else about Enies Lobby? Hold on.
I mean, the most iconic part in like Enies Lobby is the part where they're standing on separate buildings, and she says, "I want to live," and Luffy's like, "Okay," he's like, "Just bet, I got you, I'm coming."
Yeah, no, you're right.
But the whole fight, everyone buffed. It was great. The whole thing was great.
I really like to see all of the fights and everything, and but really like the impact that Luffy and the crew had on Robin.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed seeing that. But also a really big thing that happened in Enies Lobby was them officially saying goodbye to the Going Merry.
Right, yeah, they did after that. Yeah.
The funeral for Mary was during that arc, and I might have shed a thug tear. I'm not gonna lie.
I know I did.
I feel like I can't remember. Something I've come to realize about me in consuming media. Really things like that are like extremely sad don't necessarily make me cry, just because like for me to cry, usually I cry when I'm upset, like I'm angry, like I'm like I'm pissed off and now I'm crying kind of person.
Okay, understandable.
Not a wow, that was really sad, I need to cry, like so like I feel it emotionally, like I felt it like breaking my heart, but like my eyes were still dry, you know. Yeah, because that's how I felt with what was that anime? Your Lie in April. My eyes were
dry.
They were
but
watering.
Your heart was broken, right?
They were watering a little bit, but nothing happened. But I was like, no, that was sad as fuck. But yeah, and happening in the Jesus Christ, my brain and my mouth aren't in sync sometimes.
It happens.
But yeah, no, the funeral for the Mary was very, very sad. Honestly, like I wasn't really prepared for that. And then the Mary said something when she was on fire. It was like, what? Like,
I mean, it had a spirit that fixed it. Of course, it's alive or has some sort of existence. I'm not sure if it's what kind of existence, but there's something in the Mary. I'm not sure if there's something in the Sunny, but there was something in the Mary.
No, absolutely, absolutely. You're right. You're right.
And you burned it.
Gone. But yeah, so yeah, Enies Lobby, that arc there was a lot that happened. So like for some reason, like I said, I view Water 7 and Enies Lobby as one arc.
I can see that.
They're like two separate things.
They are so close together, like it feels like they're one. Yeah.
So that time period is definitely like my favorite so far on the One Piece journey onto Thriller Bark. So Thriller Bark, they are on the. I was about to say they're on the Frankie. Jesus. They're on the Sunny with Frankie. Finally, he's the newest member to join the crew. And some mysterious barrel they find.
Which was weird. Yeah. I wouldn't have grabbed that at all. Hell no. The fuck is that?
I feel like it was Luffy's idea to grab it, wasn't it?
It's always Luffy's idea to grab random shit.
It's always Luffy's idea. It sends off a signal, and then all of a sudden they're in this darkness, and they stumble upon this pirate ship, and they find Brook.
Yep, love Brook. Brook's great.
And
Brook's
off
black,
rip,
right?
I think so.
Okay.
Is
he blacker than Usopp?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by blacker? Like darker skin?
Usopp's mom white and his dad's black, right?
Oh, I don't know that deep about Usopp.
What? You're probably seen him. You've seen them both.
I don't remember.
All right. Well, I want to say he's like mixed, and I want to say that Brook is not, because there was a flashback of him talking about oh my god, what is the whale's name from the beginning when they first get to the line. Yes, thank you. And there's a flashback where he's in it and he's black, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but I don't want to be that person. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not going to be. Never mind.
All right, go ahead. Speak your mind. No, all right.
No. No. All I was gonna say is I remember Brook being light skinned, like just like Usopp. So like saying like, oh, if Usopp is mixed, I don't know. He's just, I just remember Brook being light skinned, but he has an afro and everything.
Right.
Unfortunately, he has those caricature lips, the little loop lips.
Does, yeah.
But
that's just One Piece. Every black character has that.
Mr. One didn't. Like, so I was like, so you are capable of drawing a black character.
Mr. One didn't have that.
So you are capable of drawing a black character, actually, with not so. Anyway. Anyway.
That's a different story. We gonna move on. Don't think about
it. But yeah, so they meet Brook. Obviously Luffy
falls in love immediately.
He's like, hey, you want to join our crew?
Right, join us. Just no fear whatsoever.
He did not talk to his crew about it at all.
Yeah, but then when he got there, he tried to like put everything on his ship, like any zombie, anything that looked weird. He was like, "This is gonna be our new fuck." Then they had to just stop him from like asking it at some point.
Yeah, Luffy is unhinged. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like he just likes horror shit. Like he's into creepy shit, and he thinks that shit's cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so they find Brook and they find out about him losing his shadow and everything, and they make it to Thriller Bark, where they find, Gecko Moria, and he's the one that separates your shadow from your body, and if you're in the sun without your shadow, then you'll die. Oh, yada yada yada.
Yeah. Which is confusing to me, because they send them back on their ships. Like, why not just hold them prisoner? That way they don't die. Because the second they get in the sun, the zombie's dead.
That's true.
It made no sense to send them back out to the world. You keep them chained up, and you make sure that they're fed. Mm-hmm. But all right.
Yeah, no, that's valid. But yeah, so that's when we find out about, because who ends up getting their spirits taken? Spirits, shadows.
Zoro, Sanji, Luffy, and I think everybody else gets to keep theirs. Yeah, because no, Nami got the wedding thing happen to her.
Well, Brooks was already in.
Right, he didn't have a shadow already.
So it was four of them technically, but three of them got them taken while they were there. Right. But yeah, Nami. Oh, the whole thing with Nami was.
I felt so bad. She did do that, like what was the pig girl's name? The boy girl. She played the fuck out that boy girl.
Yeah, she did. I don't remember her name, but I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah. That was smart. I was thinking on your feet. No one can check.
Luffy. What is happening with my brain? Nami is very, very smart. I'll give that to her.
She has always been resourceful.
Yeah, I mean, she's had to be, like, for her to
survive and steal what was it 100,000 berries in order to get her island free the first time. So was it 1 million? Oh my god, you're right. It was like 100 million, wasn't it?
It was ridiculous. A lot.
Yeah,
it was a lot of money. Whatever it was a lot. But yeah, that that was something.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they, obviously Luffy's shadow got stolen, but eventually he gets it back, right?
Yeah.
And then this is when they ended up ganging up on Gecko Moria. They gave Luffy like 100 shadows, and we got Nightmare Luffy. I think that's his name.
Love that.
That went crazy. I won't lie.
Yeah, that was heat.
that went crazy. I won't lie.
Wait, did we skip?
But yes.
Did we skip something? I feel like we skipped something. Did we skip something?
What?
Isn't there something between Annie and Thriller? What happened to the fire dude on the ice block? Whatever, his weird ass family. Does that count?
The fire dude on the ice block. What?
Oh my god, his name's like the Don, and he collects pirate flags of people that he turns in. You don't remember? No.
Nope. No, right. But I like purposely picked like the five major arcs.
Major arcs. Okay. Right,
I didn't do like the in-betweeny stuff.
Got you. All right. That bitch was long for in-betweeny, but all right. And there was that dude who was the Phoenix, and he had a whip.
That I have no idea what you're talking about, though.
You don't? Oh my god, his whole family like lived on this like in this giant ass mansion on like an iceberg, and like they trained penguins to move like icebergs so that like they could block people from going certain ways, and they had to go straight to the island. It was like genius as fuck plan. He got fucking folded.
So yeah, it's this arc here, the Ice Hunter arc.
Yeah, that.
So, and so funny, right next, because I'm looking at a website that just has the list of the arcs, and it says right next to Ice Hunter arc, filler arc. So, like, I think I just...
Oh, that one's filler? That makes sense.
It just didn't...
I don't know, everybody was getting their ass whooped.
I feel like I remember, because didn't Robin have to make friends with a little girl?
Yeah.
No, I remember it, kind of.
I guess it's filler arc, that's fine. Yeah. We'll keep moving.
But anyway, what was it just? Oh, Nightmare.
We're talking about Nightmare Luffy, yeah.
So yeah, no, that was crazy. I'm glad that they were able to, kind of. Well, actually, what is the last thing that you watched with Thriller Bark?
Literally I think the last thing I watched was Nightmare Luffy. Like him coming into play.
Okay, well then I'll stop talking because. Cause some shit goes down after that.
Shit.
Yeah. So like that, I'm glad I didn't say anything because some. Jason.
I'll keep watching today. After this, I'll continue to watch.
Man.
I can see what happens because apparently it is very intense.
Yeah, we gotta watch One Piece together. We gotta find some time to do that.
As soon as I catch up to you, I'll watch it. That's gonna you're like 100-something episodes ahead of me, so it's gonna be a little bit. I guess I can just watch nothing but One Piece. No, because you're keeping our TikTok active by watching One Piece, so keep watching it.
I've been posting a lot of stuff outside of One Piece too. Like I've been trying to.
People love to follow your journey, so
That is also true. People do like following my journey. So I do, but I also like have to take breaks in between. So now that we've kind of caught up on where Jason is with One Piece, my approach to my One Piece journey has really just been me trying to watch like an arc at a time, pretty much, and not meaning like the filler arcs and stuff like that. Like the major arcs, like I'll watch Alabasta and then I'll take a break and I'll watch other animes and stuff.
Hold on,
I'll come back.
Start over. You lagged so hard on my half.
God damn it.
So talk about how you usually watch your arcs.
Okay, so yeah, on my One Piece journey, I've been watching it like an arc at a time, pretty much, and like not the filler arcs. Like I'll watch Alabasta and then I'll take a break, watch other anime. I'll come back, I'll watch Water 7, Enies Lobby, take a break, come back. That's what I've been doing. It's been making my journey a lot easier for me. That I'm not as overwhelmed with the 1,000+ episodes there are, because I actually started my One Piece journey literally a year ago. Yeah. Last September, I started watching One Piece. So realistically, I could have been caught up if I wanted to be, but excuse me.
That's a lot. And you would be watching nothing else. For the people that watch the whole thing in like 3 months, it disturbs me that you can do that.
Like,
do you not have anything else to do?
Oh my gosh. I think about how like I went crazy because I watched like 50 episodes in like a few days, and I was like,
Yeah.
this was a lot, and I need a break.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to be. I don't care how much you love anime, you can't just chain watch it like that, or your brain will just become anime.
Melt.
You'll
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
be like just saying anime quotes just randomly.
Yeah. I want to live.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I that's been like my approach to watching One Piece, and I've really enjoyed my journey. I honestly, after we kind of get past the 200-ish episodes is when it starts to go crazy for me. That's when I was like, this
definitely.
show is actually maybe as good as y'all say it is.
Yeah. The thing is, every arc is better. Is I guess what everyone has said. Every serious One Piece fan that's like caught up and watches every movie. Oh yeah, we also had to probably catch you up on some other movies because you're probably at movies now. So we're gonna have to watch some of the movies.
I was looking at the list, and I think I can watch like 4 of the movies now.
Yep. So you might want to do that.
Yeah, I think the most recent one is the Strong World one. I think that's the one that I need to watch. That's the most recent in my One Piece journey, I think.
Yeah.
I have to look again. It might be different now that I'm at Marineford. But anyway, well, how have you been approaching your One Piece journey, Jason?
Literally, I do it like not as efficiently as you. So so I will go through like whatever anime is out that I really want to watch, and I'll watch all of those, and then when I'm done watching all of those and catching up, then I'll watch some One Piece.
So that's
but then next week comes and I'm like, dang, I guess I gotta catch up on all my other ones again, and then I'll watch some One Piece.
So One Piece is your side chick.
One Piece is my side chick. Yes, I'm so sorry, One Piece fans, but you know, I got other stuff to watch.
You got other love elsewhere.
Right, there's other shows that I like equally, just differently.
That's so funny. I mean, but that's valid. Like, I think that is something, a little bit of kind of like what I experienced, but I also like to binge at least a couple episodes. Like with Jujutsu Kaisen, like I didn't watch. I think I watched like the first 2. No, I think I watched the first 2. I know. I watched the first 2 episodes of the Hidden Inventory, and then I didn't watch any more until I binged it before our episode, our minisode. So like I like to binge like a couple episodes.
See,
so sometimes
I like being current, which is another reason why I struggle with One Piece, because it is I don't binge well unless the whole series is out and I can watch it in one sitting. I don't binge well.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I like to stay current, but I also like to binge. So like that's why I'll like only be binging like 2 or 3 episodes instead of like a whole season. Like I have people who will watch the whole season. Like they'll wait. Like don't tell me anything. I want to wait till the whole season's out, and I'm like,
right. Stay away from my content. Don't talk to me then until that comes out, and then we'll talk. You're dead to me till then, because I want to tell you.
No, but literally, but yeah. So the new episodes of Jujutsu Kaisen have dropped, and I haven't watched them yet.
So good.
But I will.
I
will.
All right.
I've been seeing TikToks about it. I'm like, God damn it, I need to watch it because y'all are ruining
episode
things.
12. We're gonna have to make another minisode.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, there was one more thing I was gonna say about One Piece.
Oh yeah.
What was it? Oh, never mind.
Did we cover it?
Because my last question on my list here was, "What's your favorite arc?"
Oh yeah, we did that.
We talked about that.
We did.
So yeah, that's our One Piece journey. We just kind of wanted to have like a quick chat about One Piece. So, So now for the best segment, literally ever. Wait. I haven't done this in a while.
Yeah.
Let's get into it. So, last episode, which was a minisode, I think.
It was. Yeah, 2 minisodes back to back. Wow.
Woo woo. Minisodes. I spun. Hold on. Let me pause because I always mess this up. Did I spell it right?
What?
No.
Mushoku Tensei?
I didn't spell it right. I want to say it right. I keep getting the letters wrong. Right? Is that it?
Just call it Jobless Reincarnation.
Wait, no, I want to say the whole thing.
Okay.
I want to be the very best.
I'm keeping that in.
Don't keep that in. Okay, so last minisode I spun Mushoku, Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation, and Tokyo Revengers. Now,
which one you want to start with?
We'll start with Jobless Reincarnation because you know I don't like isekai.
You do not like isekai.
I do not like isekai. But okay. Jobless Reincarnation, I see what you were saying. I remember you saying in the minisode that like Slime and Jobless Reincarnation were some of your favorites. And I get it. I kind of like it. I won't lie.
Yes. Good.
I kind of like it. So the thing with this one, well, first off, something I wasn't prepared for was the amount of sex that was going to be in this show.
I told you it was still an isekai, and isekais tend to be horny bastard degenerate shit. Just random women in compromising positions for no reason.
I don't feel, but again, because I don't watch that much isekai and everything, I don't feel like it's something that, at least in the first 3 episodes, hasn't been in the other isekai that I've watched. Like, I feel like this one is just like on 10.
It's like, pretty bad. But I mean, the character is like a 30-year-old horny, degenerate. So
yes, he is. He very much is. The way that he was looking at his maid while he was in baby form.
Yeah, that was wild.
Even she was like, "There's something that's just not
Something's
quite
wrong
right."
with your baby.
But yeah, I think I ended up getting to episode 4. I don't remember if I finished episode 4 or not. But I like this. I like the show. Like I was invested in Rudy and wanting to see him and his powers and kind of see, what he's gonna be able to do next and everything. His parents.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a lot to say about his parents because
I mean they're both adventurers who retired. So
I got to the point where they found out that what's his name? Paul? No. That doesn't sound right. Whatever the dad's name.
I think it is Paul, isn't it? Maybe it's not.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's a very regular name.
It's a super regular ass name, yeah.
They found out that he cheated.
Yeah.
With the maid. I wasn't ready for that.
Come on. It's the maid. It's the maid or the babysitter. That's trope 101.
When I tell you my jaw dropped, I watched it because she said that she was pregnant, and I was like, and I immediately looked at whatever the dad's name. We'll say his name is Paul, and I was like, "You dirty bastard!" Like I was so upset. Like, how dare you? But yeah,
Yep.
But anyway, so Jobless Reincarnation, like I actually like it is something that I would continue watching, like absolutely.
Okay. That's good.
I kind of want to know what's gonna happen next because Rudy just made his new friend the girl with the green hair after he.
Oh, Sylvie.
Sure, the elf.
Yeah.
Ears.
Green hair, red eyes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dropped her pants.
Yeah, that one.
The fact that he didn't know that she was a girl is wild. But anyway, he's like, "Yeah, your hair is short, so I thought you were a boy."
That reasoning does not make sense, but that is fine.
It doesn't. Because even I was looking at her, I was like, "That looks like a girl character." He kept referring to her as a he, and I was like, I don't think that's
that
right.
That don't feel right.
It didn't feel right. Like it just didn't. But I liked his master that he had for
Roxy.
learning magic.
Hell yeah, Roxy's one of my favorite. I love her.
Yeah, she was great. I liked her. She wasn't weird. He was being a
He
little
was
weird.
weird. Yeah, he was
He was
weird,
being a
but
little
she was
weird
not
towards
weird.
her, but
Yeah.
she wasn't weird. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think who else stood out. I think that was about all the characters that I met.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that's something that I would continue watching. I would. I feel like I would give it a solid 7. Like I feel like it's like a solid show.
All right, we'll
Um.
take a 7. Usually, you don't continue watching a 7 though. But all right.
Uh. What was the 7 that I kept watching?
Usually, it's like 8 is bare minimum for you to continue watching. Okay.
That's fair. Well, the reason why I'm giving it a 7 is because when I think about an 8,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel that for this show. But I would keep watching it because I would keep watching because I'm like kind of invested in Rudy's journey.
Right.
And like literally being able to watch him grow up.
Right. That's what gets people. Mm-hmm.
But the sex and stuff is a lot for me.
Degeneracy is a lot. Yeah.
So that's why I get it.
Words are
That's
hard.
why words are hard. That's why I would give it a 7.
All right, I respect that.
But it is still something that I would continue watching because it's actually funny. One of my friends on TikTok just told me that he was watching the show, and I was like, "Oh my god! I just spun it on my wheel, so I'm about to watch it."
Nice.
But yeah. So the other show that I watched, Tokyo Revengers.
Yes.
100%. Like it's funny because every episode you tell me what the show is about, but I always forget going into the show.
Okay.
So going into the show, what I had in a feeling what it was about and what it was about is just like two different things.
Yes.
So I was watching the show and I was like, wait a minute. He went back in time to middle school?
Yep.
Is this erased? Or like that was my first thought. I was like, oh my gosh, this is like erased. Like he's, going back to try to save his girl and everything. But it has a different, well, at least, this time it's not involving a pervert.
No, it's not.
It's involved this with this gang. So, I'm surprised.
It's Yakuza erased.
I like that.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the perfect 2-word summary for this show. But yeah, so I was very invested in what's his name? How did I forget his name?
What, the main character?
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. I remember other people's names.
Oh my goodness.
Did you get to Mikey?
Yeah.
Okay. So then, yeah, that's my favorite.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter.
Okay, the main character, whatever his name is, him trying to kind of go back in time and protect his ex, which is
he's still aware. Sometimes you don't get over him.
Which is fair. I mean, that's totally. I mean, he didn't. Yeah. They didn't really break up. He just left. Like he just disappeared, right?
Right? That's plot, and I can't tell you.
Oh, okay. Well, from what I have known so far, he said that he just left. Like he didn't mention anything about them necessarily breaking up. But obviously, like, eventually it happens. But as far as I know, he just disappeared because he was like, I don't want to get beat up anymore. I'm leaving. I'm going to a new, Anyway, so him, so I did get to meet Mikey and Dragon. I was not expecting to like Mikey at all.
His name's Takamichi, by the way.
Thank you. I don't know. There's no way I would have remembered that.
Nobody cares about his name. He's the
Takamichi. Yeah, when he was interacting with the brother, who's the cop, and the cop was explaining everything to him about the gang and everything.
Mm.
I was like, okay, so I'm gonna meet these characters, and I'm like, oh, these gang members, I'm not gonna really care about them. Mikey's cool as fuck. Like
Mikey's cool as fuck. Draken's cool as shit.
So I'm indifferent about Draken right now, but
give him some time, he'll grow on you.
I was gonna say, he's a powerful like sidekick right now to me. Like that's kind of where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Like I only watched
3 episodes, right?
I think I only watched 3.
Yeah, you haven't seen Draken's full potential then.
I don't think I've even. I think I might have started the 4th episode.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was watching because like I try really hard to make sure that I at the very least go through and watch those 3 episodes for both shows.
Yeah.
And then if I want to continue, I continue.
Right.
But I think after I watched those 3 for both shows, I wanted to watch something else, and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I'm losing my train of thought. I am invested in the show, and I want to keep watching because I want to learn more about the gang more than I care about the main character.
No one cares about him. I'm telling you, no one cares about Takemichi. Not a soul.
Because Takemichi was just he didn't jump out to me like at all.
No.
But yeah, I would continue watching, and I would be invested because of them. Now I do have a question, kind of a random question.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
What genre is this anime?
I believe it's technically shonen.
Okay.
I believe. Because I don't think it's life. It can't be slice of life. It's not a shoujo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's. Is it a? Could it be seinen? No, pretty sure it's shonen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about middle school boys fighting and gang stuff. So yeah.
I just wanted to check because Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to check. But anyway. I am invested, and I would watch because of Mikey for sure. I think because Mikey said something that kind of piqued my interest, like him talking about his brother. So I kind of want to know more just about Mikey. And I do eventually want to see how he meets the other. Well, if that happens, they're trying to prevent that from happening.
Right.
But I do want to see. The other gang leader or whatever. So like, these 3 episodes set up, like enough for me to like be intrigued to continue watching for sure.
Okay. You take that.
So I feel like this is an 8 for me.
Okay.
I feel like it's an 8. I feel like because I always like I think about what my first 8 was, which I think was Soul Eater.
Yeah.
So Soul Eater is my 8 bar. So I'm like, do I feel like, yeah. So I feel kind of about 8 for Tokyo Revengers.
I feel like that's acceptable.
Yeah, I've been looking forward to watching this show and Fire Force and Dr. Stone. Like all those I feel like came out around-ish the same time. I was like looking forward to watching them, and I'm getting there. I'm knocking them off.
Yeah, you are.
I'm getting there. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm excited. So let's see what we're about to get on the wheel. So we have the wheel pulled up. I want to thank you guys on TikTok for giving me recommendations. I asked for recommendations a couple weeks ago, and your recommendations are now on the wheel. I'm very excited. Hopefully I get some of those recommendations. If not, either way, I appreciate you, and I will credit you if I get that on my spin. Okay, 2 spins. What are we gonna get? And hopefully it's Ranking of Kings. All right.
Not with this number. This boy too thick. You're not gonna get that.
You're right. It is very thick.
When it was still skinny and malnourished, maybe, but not anymore.
Malnourished. Okay. All right. Let's see.
Go ahead.
Malnourished is hilarious.
I mean, did you see it?
Oh wow, we already got one.
Kabanari. So that one, the full name for that one is like Kabanari of the Iron Fortress. It is actiony. I don't want to give up too much, but it's actiony. You're gonna like it. Okay. They've got some of the cleanest action scenes like I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited. All right. So let's see what else I'm gonna spend. Ranking of Kings.
I hate to disappoint. Baki.
So I have something really random and funny to say about this.
Okay.
I feel like I recently just saw someone make a TikTok talking about how this show is kind of gay because of all of the men, the really muscular men, and them like fighting each other.
All right. So bodybuilding is gay now.
No,
Martial arts is gay now.
Right. No, I don't
just
think
for people.
they weren't being like explicit, like, oh, don't watch the show, it's gay. They were just making a joke about like
how it could be interpreted as gay because it's mostly naked dudes. Yes, like they're wearing very minimal clothes. I'll give you that. They are out there, and a lot is happening. You can see their whole physique. One of them, I think, literally fights naked at one point. But yes, it's a bunch of people fighting. Is to sum it up very poorly.
Yeah, no, I've seen it because it's on Netflix, right?
You've already seen it?
No, I've seen like the
right.
like the title and the thing pop up before on Netflix. It pops up all the time because I always get anime recommendations.
I'm not gonna lie, the 3D might throw you a little bit.
Really? Is it like the 3D from Berserk?
It's not as bad as that, but it is not the greatest. It's no Trigun if you've seen the new Trigun.
Mm-mm. Okay. Trigun is on my wheel.
Oh yeah, it is. Damn. That's A1 3D animation right there. But it's fine. It's doable. You just have to be like, all right, it's gonna last for a second, and then back to normal. All right.
Got you. No, that was exciting. We actually got one of our recommendations from one of our followers or just someone on TikTok, and Baki.
Baki.
Two very different anime. I could already tell. You gave me very vague descriptions of both of them.
They both have fighting in it, but they're different.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm excited. So yeah, that was our minisode. We just wanted to do a little quick blurb about One Piece, and obviously we always do our Courtney's Corner. But that's literally the episode. Housekeeping. So first of all, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the last minisode or not, but I did cave in and make an Instagram account for our podcast, and the growth that I've had, Jason, in the past 2 days, is insane. Well, I want you to guess how many followers we have.
Well, I mean, you said one of ours got like some ridiculous amount for one of the videos, like 200,000 or something like that. So I want to say probably 800 subscribers.
I wish.
Nah, dang.
No, it's funny. So one thing I will say, when it comes to videos performing well on
Instagram,
your social media platforms,
I'd
say like the percentage of like, so if you get 200,000 views, you'll probably get like 200 followers from that.
Oh, maybe. Dang, for real? Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, I mean proportionally, like it's if you keep getting it though, like if it's like
consistent.
If I keep seeing you on my timeline, For You page, or whatever it is, then that might make me follow you. But like, we're such a new account. Like, it's only been an account for like 10 days.
That's good. So, so what? Like closer to 100?
We have like 412 followers on Instagram.
All right, so in the middle. All right, I'll take that.
But what's funny, Jason, and I shit you not, I just made a post about yesterday us hitting 200 followers.
Oh, damn. That was fast.
Yesterday.
200 in a day? That's a lot.
So, and that's because we now have 3 videos on our page with over 100,000 views.
Jesus Christ. All right. Well, that works.
Yeah, so follow us on Instagram. Obviously, follow us on TikTok. We just hit 5,600 followers on TikTok. we've probably gotten like 600 followers on TikTok because of those videos.
There we go.
And then YouTube, I've been posting some of our TikToks on YouTube, and now we gained like 40 subscribers.
Nice.
So we have like 466 subscribers on YouTube, I think.
Okay. That's very nice.
It is very nice. So we're growing on every platform slowly but surely. We always appreciate your support. Always remember we have audio versions of our podcast available on Apple Podcasts, Google,
Spotify, you know, where you can find the podcast at. Yeah.
Words. Yes. And I think that's it.
Cool.
Our next official episode should be with a podcast guest. We'll see.
Underline should like 3 times.
Yeah. But it might not. We might throw our schedule out of order a little bit. But we will be having a podcast guest pretty soon. Hopefully sometime this month in September. But we'll see. But yeah, that's it for our minisode. Please be sure to like, comment, share. Again, follow all our socials, and yeah, that's it. But yes, thank you guys for watching or listening, and we will see you guys next time, because we are the
Anime Cousins.
Woo! Have a great week, everyone.
Peace.